have minute approval for the regular meeting of September 16th.
Yeah, I didn't have anything of any significance. It didn't usually look accurate. I will make the motion.
I'll second.
Gene?
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes. Okay. Scheduled reports, Frank.
Okay, you should all have a copy of the activity pretty much of August. In September, excuse me. We did, although we only processed 4 applications, my office was pretty busy, as you know. We had a pretty good, long case going with the Board of Appeals last week, and we also have Crash Champion coming in for the renewal of their conditional uses on their 3 buildings. So we spent quite a bit of time checking everything, making sure that all in Crash Champion's case, all the other leases or tenants in Rad Bank Complex have had no issues. So everything seems to be in order. They seem to be complying with everything, but still we're bringing them in for their review. So, and then we have a case. We have 2 cases where we have accessory buildings bordering setback issues that we're working with prospective individuals on. We processed 4 permits for the month. 3 of those were accessory buildings, which brings us to a total of 31 total, 28 one size and 3 a different size, which is quite a large number of accessory buildings, I would say, for the year. But that's all I have.
Okay. Any questions for Frank? Okay. All right. Reports, Mr. McCune.
The only thing I have, and I'm hoping you guys got a copy of it, but I just got this as I walked in from Hess and Associates for the bathrooms. Engineering proposal on-site sewage treatment systems, what they'll do, what they expect us to do, and fees associated with it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had time to even look at this. It looks like it's about 10 pages. Have any of you, did you receive this?
Yeah, we can again, I
Just got it
saw it
tonight?
today.
So maybe we should just
Let's take a look at it.
take a look at it, and we'll talk about it at the next meeting. So, that's all I really have.
Mr. Cavanaugh?
Yeah, I'll make it fairly quick too. Just did the candidates night thing last week. We could go tonight up at Kenston. I'm gonna say there's maybe 100 people there, and then the various entourages, there was maybe 50 spectators, I would guess, up there outside of the candidates and their friends and family. So, I think it went okay. The one question I was asked was about the levy situation. So, not the new levy, of course, I was there to explain the need for the new levy, but what happened with the expired one, which I expected. So, just made it clear that everybody's getting that money back. I'm going to bring this up anyway. This is an email that just came in. Apparently there was another fatality over at Taylor Mac. Okay, so a resident was quite upset by that. Would like to see some adjustments, some improvements and corrections made there, and suggests a 4-way stop rather than just a stop at Taylor Mac. Not up to us to traffic control like that is not up to us, it's at the engineer's office. And this just came in yesterday. We're going to forward it up to the engineer's office and let them do with it what they will. We'll respond to it, though. We're not in a position to change it.
I'm sure, that's the
Is there something, may I ask a question, is there something that we can do as residents in that area to talk to the engineer's office about it? Is that something that is a, I don't know.
Yeah, though I would put it in writing.
If there were some residents that came to
Yeah,
them.
I'd put it in writing, or, I believe the engineer meets, I don't know what the schedule would be with the commissioners. That might be a route to go. I mean, this kind of thing, I'm picturing Music and Auburn Road. That was always a two-way stop until it wasn't anymore. And then there was another one we were just talking about today that it's hard to adjust to. There's a new stop sign at 82 in Auburn Road in Manaway, so things do change. And sadly, what drives it are accidents and particular fatalities.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually a four-way stop.
What's that?
That's a four-way stop now, 82 and.
Yeah, I'll never get used to that.
No,
Well,
that's hard to get.
If
used to.
nothing else, we get the residents, like yourself, to contact the engineer's office.
Okay.
That will flag them then to do another study to
Okay.
see, because, if nobody tells them about it, or, and again, it's probably the more contact they get, the more likely they are to, look into it a little more in depth.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Dan?
Okay, since our last meeting 3 weeks ago, held September 16th, I've processed 13 electronic payments totaling $46,729.34, and 24 warrants totaling $12,946, for a total of $59,675.34. There's the bank reconciliation for September. And as of September 31st, in our primary checking, we had $1,727,892.85. In our Star Ohio account, investment account, we had $1,206,828.70, for a total of $2,934,721.55. That's all I have.
Okay. The only thing I'd like to make comment on is, for those of you who attended, we had our annual party in the park and junk in the trunk thing, and just want to thank everybody who was involved with that. Guys in the road department, Jane, Nancy, who does a phenomenal job of organizing everything. Carl was there giving hay rides again this year for, we've been doing that every year, haven't you, Carl?
3 years.
Every seemed to have a good time. We didn't have as many people as we had in previous years, as the weather was looking a little foreboding. But it did clear up, and we still probably had 50 to 75% of what we had in the previous year.
Probably.
So, but we got positive feedback, and everybody seems to enjoy that event. So again, I just want to thank everybody who was involved. Okay. I don't have any new business. The only thing we have under old business is the open positions in the road department.
Yeah, we conducted interviews. We have 2 retirements. We're not adding staff, we're replacing guys that retired. We've set of interviews. I was impressed with the applicants. We weren't overwhelmed with numbers, but they were quality people. Okay, so first off, starting with our recently retired road superintendent, was Emmerich Gordon. We had a party up here for him, I think a month and a half ago maybe. So we need to elevate a person into that position of road superintendent. We had one new applicant specifically who was looking at that position, and then we had 3 from internal that work for us at this moment. At this point, I'd like to make a motion that we hire Mike Fenstermaker for the position of road superintendent.
I'll second that. Again, all the applicants are qualified, good people that have worked here, but I think Mike Fenstermaker is clearly the best choice for that position.
He's been stepping up. I think you see in your mailboxes here that you submitted the 25 road projects that we're intending to get done. Yeah, I think he's the right guy for the job.
Yeah, a lot of the clerical aspects of the job, Mike has been stepping up and working with Emmerich on, so he's got a lot of experience, and that is, that is a big part of that job, so.
Once again, we had 3 quality or one fellow we didn't know, but he worked for ODOT. Wasn't he ODOT? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guys we know are just, any of the 3 are qualified to run a road department. I feel strongly about that, but I think Mike is our best choice. So we've got a motion in a second.
Gene,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
All right, and commensurate with that, I'd like to make a motion to change Mike Fenstermaker's salary to the level of the previous road superintendent, and that would be $33.27 an hour.
I'll second?
Gene,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, since we just moved one guy over, that still leaves us 2 short. So, out of those interviews, we had an applicant from Auburn. Man's name is Pete Borovitz. He's currently employed elsewhere, but indicated he would love the position here in Auburn. We've been talking to him, we've done all the background, the checks, the license check, and the abstract and everything.
And his background is one where he has been running equipment, he's been plowing for many years, so he's got the experience, so he's somebody that we can bring right in,
Yes.
put him in a truck, and have somebody with experience on the road, so that's a big factor.
He has the CDL already. Really, the guy should be, and he's an Auburn resident, so he's gonna be familiar with our roads too. So he should fit in well, and we need someone like that going in the winter. So, yeah, motion to hire Pete Oravitz, Oravecz.
I'll second that.
Gene,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, and that salary, the rate of salary would be at $24 an hour. Some of you, maybe you were here when Emmerich retired. His starting salary when we hired him in 1997 was $8 an hour.
So does that motion include the 24?
You want a separate motion for the
Go ahead.
pay?
Yeah, oh yeah, I did, that was the motion.
I'll second that.
$24.
Who seconded? Gene, Gene,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, I'd anticipate him having to give notice, so his start date probably won't be immediate. We'll find out tomorrow.
He's probably gonna have to give it 2 weeks.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said in his interview.
Okay, we had, we're still 1 person short in the road department compared to our staffing levels now. Some qualified people. One didn't have his CDL quite yet, didn't have his CDL. So we're gonna leave that one open for now because we can't put a guy on the truck anyway. We've received a couple of other applications from interesting and impressive applications, so I think we should interview a couple more. And, I'd try to fill that by really no later than the 2nd meeting in November, kind of is what the goal is. Maybe we can do the 1st even, but as I mentioned with Mr. Oravitz, there's some background work to do too, which we really just got done in this 3-week window, so. But that's my intention, if you guys want to do something different.
I concur.
Just to add to that, since we haven't hired anybody for a while, I checked with our insurance companies, and it's a 90-day waiting period for all health,
I
dental,
thought so.
vision,
I thought so.
and life, 90 days.
Anything else, PJ?
That's all I got.
Okay. The audience comments. Come on, you're all out here, comment on something.
I'll just say hello. I'm gonna try to maybe go to more meetings. It took me a second to find.
Oh, you just missed us, huh?
You're not
I
Alex,
missed
are
you
you?
guys.
You're, who are you?
Morris.
Oh, sorry, I knew that. I knew
You're all
that.
good.
So,
That's Morris wine.
oh,
Hoffs, yeah.
Okay. Well, save the date, 10/8, BZA meeting. That'll be at the Auburn Administration Building at 7 o'clock. 10/9, Geauga Township Association dinner, that's Bainbridge, Centerville Mills, and they're collecting things for the food pantry. And they sent out a whole list of paper goods and things they're actually looking for, so I'm sure Nancy has a copy of that. Honey, I'm sure they're looking for honey. And zoning commission will meet on 10/10, 7 o'clock at the administration building. 10/14 is Columbus Day, office is closed. Is it now Indigenous Persons Day also?
I don't know.
I saw a slash on my calendar, so I want to make sure we're correct on that. 10/21/24 will be our trustee meeting at 7:30. And 10/24 the zoning commission meeting here at 7 o'clock.
Hey, Morris, I want to apologize for not, we were trying to set up a last-minute interview with the applicant that I was kind of hoping was coming in tonight, so.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, you're all good.
And-
No, it's,
All right,
yeah, it wasn't
well,
my fault. I appreciate
should have
it.
been-
You got your CDL?
No, I wish. It's cool, but. Nope.
You had to ask.
Appreciate it.
All righty, anything else? And that note, I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Gene,
yes,
TJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
all these people wishing to get home to watch